Day 3, no rushing, no sprinting for content. Red-eye back to Chicago waiting for me, so I let Vegas breathe. Started sweet at Pinkbox, leveled up with breakfast at Letty's, tapped into history at the Mormon Fort, slid underground for drinks at the Speakeasy, then Neonopolis shopping and one more beer at the Nerd. Sometimes the best Vegas days aren't loud, they just flow. Alright, stay tuned. Las Vegas always finds a way to test my willpower, and this time it was Pinkbox Torta. Bright, loud, and impossible to ignore. I went with Mama's Tres Leches donut, soft, soaked just right, sweet without doing too much. Every bite felt like a calm moment in the middle of the Vegas chaos. My wife went all in on the double chocolate okra, half donut, half croissant. Fully dangerous. Flaky on the outside, rich chocolate on the inside. The kind of pastry that makes you stop thinking and just nod in agreement. Pinkbox isn't just dessert, it's a pit stop for happiness. One box, two choices, zero regrets. Vegas wins again. Alright, so here we go next. Some stops don't feel like food, they feel like a decision you got right. Letty's Cocina was one of them. I went with the mole torta, chicken as the base, and they didn't play it safe. We fried beans, sour cream, marinated onions, queso cotija, all layered with intention. The chocolate mole hit that rare balance. Sweet enough to flirt, spicy enough to remind you who's in charge. The chicken wasn't just topped with mole, it was fully mixed in, soaked in the flavor like it belonged there from the start. Then came the chilangos, 2 beef quesadilla tacos that showed up confident. Handmade tortillas, Oaxaca cheese pulling like a slow motion movie scene. Onions and cilantro keeping it honest. Dunked in rich beef consomme and salsa verde on the side and rice that actually mattered. Every bite was structured, not sloppy. Comfort food with discipline. Wasn't a meal, this was a statement. 5 out of 5 little Oscars, no hesitation. And with that, Letty's is officially nominated for a Golden Little Oscar. Alright, so here we go next. Before the strip, before the fountains, the lights, the billion-dollar dreams, there was this, the old Las Vegas Mormon Fort, built in 1855 right here in the middle of what would become pure sensory overload. This wasn't about blackjack tables or bottle service. This was about survival, faith, heat, dust, hard ground, and harder work. These walls, they were the first permanent non-native settlement in the Las Vegas Valley. Missionaries sent out to farm the desert, tap into the natural springs, and build something out of nothing. No AC, no GPS, no room with a view, just courage, belief, and a whole lot of desert sun. Standing here, it's wild to think the city that never sleeps started with a fort that barely held on. From adobo bricks to LED skylines, from wagon wheels to Lamborghinis. Vegas didn't begin with a jackpot, it began with faith and fortitude. And somehow, that makes the strip glow a little different. Alright, so where we go next? You don't just enter the underground, you find it. Tucked beneath the Mob Museum, this speakeasy feels like Vegas hit rewind, all the way back to the 1920s. Brick walls, dim lights, jazz humming in the background, bartenders dressed like Prohibition never ended. Back when alcohol was banned, the mob didn't panic, they pivoted. Bootleggers, secret passwords, hidden rooms, money flowing in the dark while the law played catch up. Down here, you're not just ordering a drink, you're stepping into an era that helped shape this city. Because let's be honest, Vegas didn't rise on clean hands and polite business meetings. It was risk, it was rebellion, it was people bending the rules and building empires in the shadows. And now, you sip a handcrafted cocktail where outlaws once made history. From whispered passwords to bottle service, Vegas has always known how to keep it secret. Vegas will take your money fast, but not like this. First stop, Ultimate Sports Cards and Memorabilia. Walls lined with legends, Jordan staring back at you, signed jerseys, history sealed in plastic worth more than somebody's rent. There's something about holding a sports card that hits different. It's cardboard, but it's also childhood. It's stats, it's dynasty runs, it's the one playoff moment frozen in time. I had to grab something. Had to. When you're surrounded by greatness, you don't just window shop, you invest in nostalgia. If you grew up in the 90s, this place feels like someone cracked open your old bedroom and turned it into a store. Action figures, vinyl collectibles, pop culture on every shelf. It's the kind of spot where you start saying, I used to have that, but this time, no damage to the wallet. Sometimes collecting isn't about buying, it's about appreciating the era, respecting the history, feeling that spark again. One shop got me, the other one tested me. Vegas might be built on gambling, but today, nostalgia was the real jackpot. Alright, so where we go next? The Nerd. This isn't bottle service and velvet ropes. This is arcades, comics, wrestling belts, retro games, and pure fandom energy. You walk in and it feels like somebody mashed up Comic-Con, a 90s arcade, in your childhood bedroom. Classic cabinets blinking, posters on the wall, collectibles everywhere. It's loud, it's colorful, it's unapologetically geek, and I respect it. Because Vegas is usually flex culture. High rollers, big shows, flash. But in here, it's passion. It's about the stuff you loved before it was cool. From the Strip's luxury to Fremont's grit. The Nerd reminds you that Vegas isn't just about gambling. Sometimes it's about leveling up. Alright, see where we go next. 3 days in Vegas, from neon lights to desert roots. From donuts and mole to mob drinks and memorabilia. This city really is layers. Not just the strip, not just lights, but history, grit, flavor, and nostalgia. All stacked on top of each other like it's normal. Now it's back to Chicago, Lake Air, Skyline, real pizza. Vegas gave me moments, but home hits different. If you rock with the journey, stay locked in. More cities, more food, more stories. The road doesn't stop. Alright, see where we go next.